Message for Larry McDermott. How are you, Larry? Listen, first I want to say good meal Mahagot and far on das for all your beautiful comments that I didn't appreciate. Anyway, firstly I'd like to say I loved your video of your Parliament Minister singing that song. Fantastic. Now, I'm not far right, I'm not far left, I'm not in between, I'm not fucking anything. I'm just an ordinary man that's concerned about the way our country is being run by this horrible government. It's the worst government we ever had in 100 years, right? Secondly, it's people like you that are bigots. That just don't give a fuck, just to get your nose in somewhere by saying hatred. I've no hate for anybody. I never have. I've hate for myself. That's all I have, hatred for myself. And if you knew me, you'd know why I'm saying that. But it's obvious you don't. But what you say about the people, they're biggest, far right, they're lefties and all that, well, that's a lot of balls. That's the way people like you think. Because people go out and stand and protest because you see thousands of unvetted men coming into their country for a start, and then into every county in the country. Do you know how much the crime rate went up in Ireland since we had these unvetted men in here, from robberies to rapes to burglaries to muggings? Do you actually know how many people? Well, look it up and then you'll find out. Do you know how many people are sleeping on the streets of Dublin at this exact minute? Probably 13,000. And we have non-Irish coming in here, and I know you hear the old story again and again, is they're getting handed everything, but they are getting handed everything. It's because of that fucking Egypt gobshite Minister Gorman that we have, that invited the whole world and the moon and everything here. The man on the moon is moving down here, for fuck's sake. I've worked all my life. I still work. You know what I mean? I should be retired, but I'm not. You know, I can't afford. I've this fucking house to pay for. I've family to look after. But my daughter was on the housing list. Her and her husband, and they had 2 kids at this time for over 11 years. And while these fuckers in the government were saying there's no houses to give any Irish, they were throwing houses at non-Irish. As if they were a piece of party popcorn. There's a house for you. Not only that, for someone that I see you come from Belfast, that's a fucking fantastic city. Been up there many a time, a lovely city. But look what's happened to Belfast as well. In fact, look what's happened to Northern Ireland. You cannot tell me there's people up in Northern Ireland happy with what's happening up there as well. All them old days are gone. All that racist bias is gone. And if there is any racists down here, it's not the people's fault they're racist. It's the government's fault they're racist. And why wouldn't they be racist when they see everyone getting handed to them? We people in hospital lists, we people on hospital lists for fucking waiting on this for years. And yet, if you're non-Irish, you can just walk into the fucking place. I know it sounds bollocks, but you can. You can walk into the place and get looked after. You know? So, as being hated, horrible person, well, that's your opinion. I'm just annoyed. It's not hatred. I have no hate for anyone. As I said, I only hate for myself. But to see people, men, women and children, out there some nights, hail, rain and snow, peacefully protesting when you have your own Garda, pushing them, hitting them, getting them away from stopping these illegal migrants coming into our country, into our areas, right? Another thing is, and I'll finish on this, thank you for listening by the way, Larry, if they're coming in here, if people are coming in this country and they're running in fear of their lives, and this is what really got me fucking back up, if they're coming in fear of their lives and then they have the audacity to go on holiday back to the country they're running from, think about it, and then come back to the fucking house that they left behind. And my thing was, if they're going back to the country and they're leaving the house behind, the house should be given to an Irish family waiting on the list for years that was told there's no houses, right? They're not all coming from the Ukraine. They're coming from all over the world. And most of them are coming from France and England over here. And what I said the other day about the Romanians, there is great there is great Romanians out there. As I said, my son-in-law is a Romanian. And it's the ones that go around robbing people, robbing shops. Do nothing. Just sponge off our country. They're the ones that's causing a lot of trouble in this country. As for going into Dublin town at night or day, no, I wouldn't. I've been kickboxing all my life, and I wouldn't go near Dublin town on my own at night time. But yet our Minister of Justice, she feels safe walking around town. And why wouldn't she? She has armed detectives walking with her. She has the Commissioner of Police walking with her. Let her go down Dublin town now. It's probably 5 o'clock, whatever it is now. Let her walk around Dublin town now. Because she wouldn't. She hardly come outside her fucking doorstep on her own. So, that one. So, I hope you understand the way most ordinary people down here. You probably live down here anyway, Larry, so I don't know. So, excuse me for that one, right? Ordinary people down here are being treated by our rotten government. You know what I mean? We don't deserve it. We walked here all our lives. We lived here all our lives. Our families did. And when people see that going on, that's what makes your blood boil. When people see people living and dying on our streets, that's what makes your blood boil. When people hear of their daughters, their wives, their sisters or whatever being raped, that's what makes their blood boil. So it's not hatred in anyone's whatever DNA, because it's not. It's hatred for the government and what they're doing to our people. And you can't blame the people that's coming in here either, and that's being the truth. It's not their fault our government is after opening the fucking door for Tom, Dick and Harry and the man on the moon. It's the government's fault. That's who it is. So look at the big picture, Larry, will you? Don't I have to say, Larry, because there's actually been other people on this insulting me, but Larry, you're the last one, so please excuse me, but I'm not picking on you, I'm just explaining something to you. For people all around the whole of Ireland, even up the north, south, east, west, whatever, we all see what's happening. Our government sees what's happening, but they're turning a blind eye. Our radio stations, our papers, our television stations won't report what's going on because of our government. They tell them not to. That's why the only site that will let you say something is either TikTok or X or Telegraph or something like that. There's probably more out there, I don't know. But that's the only reason why they let you say something on these sites. And that's why people let their hair down, because there's no other outlet for them to say how they feel. Because if they do say how they feel, the likes of Facebook, I don't know how many times I've been barred off Facebook, but just saying a comment, I'm racist, I'm causing trouble, I'm going to be a row riser, I'm anti-fucking uncle. But may I listen, understand the way the people feel in our country, because I do. Understand the way we all feel. Help others understand. Don't be far right, far left, because that's shite racist. It's not true. There is ordinary people out there that just like myself. You know what I mean? I'm not lawman. I still have my security uniform on. Me one short, as people call it. So, listen, just open your eyes, mate. Take your head out of the clouds and go into town yourself. Go into Dublin yourself and have a look around. And listen, thank you for Céad Míle Fáilte, because it's never changed. It's just our government has changed. Okay, Larry, slán leat. No, how about